think I'm gonna miss her smile the most.
She listens to me complain about everything.
I'm just gonna miss her smile.
Just gonna miss her sweet nature and personality.
She was like the person that kind of took me under her wing in a weird way. I don't know if she feels that way, but I felt that way. She was always like the most approachable, and I'm like, cool, you're not terrifying.
She is totally the opposite of me. Nancy is always calm, always relaxed, and I'm like, and here's Nancy. Okay.
I want to say there's like this presence in the room where you know immediately the day just got better, and I think that's every time Nancy walked in.
I don't know what I'm gonna do next year without her and our walks around the circle out front, because that has played a very large role in keeping me sane this year.
Matt, I really enjoyed riding with you to the SPJ conference. That was a fun trip.
My first memories of Matt, he would like always show up late to staff meetings, and he always had a baseball cap on, and I haven't seen him in a baseball cap in a very long time.
I think I'm just gonna miss any of the conversations that I've had with Matt. He's really, really intelligent.
He's just a really unique person because he has so many different interests, and they're like kind of all across the board, and so he's a really good person to just like sit down and have a good conversation with.
Matt's an incredible storyteller. He can, with the work that he did on the dealing with loss package was just some of the most amazing stuff. And he's a very compassionate and sensitive and thoughtful kind of journalist.
He's so very well versed in music and culture and things that are happening on the internet, and it's like, if there's anyone in that newsroom I wanted to talk to, it was Matt.
It's just going to be weird that Matt's not here anymore.
I also think it's really cool that you're in a band with Mark. Don't really know how that happened, but it's just really cool.
Kiana's just delightful, and I just wish I got to know her a little bit better. Maybe we'd gotten her in the newsroom a little earlier.
Kiana's has such an interesting personality, I feel like, because she's another one of those people that are kind of all over the board with what she likes.
That's like the best word I can use to describe her. She's chill. Like, she knows what she wants to do, and she does it. She's a go-getter kind of person.
A really great enthusiasm, and she's really savvy, I feel like, about all the different things that are happening with social media and promotions, and she's a talented writer. So I wish I'd gotten to know her a little bit more, and we could have really showcased her.
She's a very sassy person kind of, and sassy seems offensive, but I think of sassy in a good way.
Clayton will admit, the first time he was in my class, Clayton was so unenthusiastic and did not want to be there. And so then they were talking about, oh, we think we might make Clayton the sports editor. I was like, really? And but he has just impressed me so much with all the different things he has done, and really covered sports. He's looked at it, not just game coverage, but he's really gotten to know the people on the beat, and it covered it like a sports beat.
I know Clayton. I know his girlfriend better, but
last semester he really proved himself as a writer and his dedication and stuff, and then this semester as sports editor he's continued to grow, and he's basically helped sustain the sports section.
I think it's so cool that you just picked up the sports section where it was at this semester and just reported on it and did a great job. A lot of stuff happened this semester that you had to deal with, but I just feel like you handled it really well. Also,
I'm just kind of fascinated. He seems to be involved in so many different things, so I'm going to miss him.
I'm going to miss talking to you about SGA because I know you get it, and I know that you live that life, and so we can relate on that level.
Yeah, Clayton's cool. He does his job.
Aaron, I think of Superwoman.
When anybody kind of whines to me about how busy they are, I just want to go are you kidding me? Because I always tell them the story. Here's Erin Mullins. She has 6 kids, and she is doing all these things, and she's just amazing.
And she just amazes me with what she's been able to accomplish as a student and as a mom and as a human being. I don't think I could ever do that all at once.
I admire Erin so much. Just the fact that she has 6 kids and she's gone to school for 4 years and is graduating is just so admirable to me, and I have so much respect for her.
My first memories of Erin were last spring at staff meetings. Kevin would ask for feedback on the paper at staff meetings, and Erin would be the only one that would speak. And so by the end of the year, Kevin was like, well, Erin, what do you think of the paper? And Erin would always have all of these opinions, and she would be really open and honest about it and stuff.
I love that Erin's always in a good mood. She's always smiling. She always just has a great attitude, and she always participates in the Northern meetings, and most people don't.
Every time she comes in a meeting, like we just joke around, and her kids are adorable.
I mean, she just makes you happy, and she's also incredibly talented as a storyteller. So I'm gonna miss a lot of things about her.
Wyatt.
I love Wyatt. I'll admit it. Feel like he's done a really good job and like really helped us with our digital project stuff.
You were great with the parking project. I dumped a lot of stuff on you at the last minute, and you got it together, and I just really admire your work ethic.
Even when he's sad, he still seems kind of happy. I feel like this is so weird. I'm gonna talk to the wall.
Wyatt told me that he likes getting my emails with so that was pretty exciting because I don't think anybody else has said that. So, but he asked to get more emails from me with examples of the multimedia kinds of things. And I thought, I mean, I just think that's so cool that he has such a passion for doing it.
Wyatt, I haven't had your guacamole yet at this point, but I probably just have. But I've been looking forward to it. I hope it was awesome.
Wyatt didn't even know what my name was. Like, my roommate came in the other day and she's like, "Where's Lizzie?" And Wyatt's like, Lizzie, someone's looking. Is there a Lizzie here?" And I'm just like, this was like last week too. And I'm like, I've been here the entire semester, Wyatt. Like, he even says hi to me in the hallway. Like, I thought we knew each other. Nope.
Definitely gonna miss Cody. I'm just grateful for all the help that he's given me.
I hate Cody. I'll look at the camera. I hate you.
Cody's sarcasm was something I guess I would miss.
That guy can do anything. I think we brought him on just to take pictures, and then all of a sudden we discovered, hey, this guy can do all these computer things, and I just haven't found anything that Cody can't do.
Cody's mean. He's a bully.
I think he's going to try to get an unlisted number where I can't contact him after graduation, but if I can find him, I might still call on him. So he might not answer.
He bought me a lot of Dr. Pepper. That was cool.
Oh, and also he let me borrow his car like 3 times this year. It was really awesome, and he drove me to Kroger. So yeah, Cody, you're the best. Thank you.
He does really great photography. He owes me a dining room table. Yeah, I'll miss Cody.
Heidi will do just anything, Heidi, could you do video? Heidi, could you do social media? Heidi, could you sell some ads?
I think with Heidi, she was just all around a very pleasant person to be around. Like, she was very happy, and I don't know, I think just being in a place where, like especially as far as like the business team goes, actually seeing someone who's happy to be there is something I'll probably miss. At least every time I walk into the business side of the room.
Heidi, could you take pictures? She can just do all kinds of things. And I imagine she can write too. I haven't really seen her write much, but she probably can. So I will miss that about her. And all of a sudden, like you'll say, oh, we should send out something about social media. Oh, Heidi, I already did that. I already make a flyer. I'm already doing all those things. So we're going to miss her in a lot of ways. I think she's kind of an unsung hero. Maybe we don't know all the different roles that she plays. Like, every newsroom has a character. And I feel like Ricky is our character.
He's a unique person, and there's just no one like Ricky. Some people fear him. I don't.
I feel like Ricky and I have grown to actually be great friends. And at the beginning, I never thought that we would be friends. I was actually really terrified of him.
A lot of his humor is going to be missed. Like, as terrible as the things that come out of his mouth are, they're still hilarious.
I don't think anybody else has explored the dark depths of the internet as far as he has. So I'm going to miss learning about terrifying things.
It was after we were dealing with the transgender bathroom issue, and it had been kind of a rough week. And you gave me your credit card, and I took Cody's car, actually, and went to Kroger, and you had me buy a birthday cake so we could celebrate the week being over, and we took the cake outside with the whole staff, and you sang.
He cares a lot about people, whether or not he wants to admit it. He doesn't want to admit it, but I'll admit it for him. He cares about the people that he likes.
I hope that you actually get a job in journalism and that you don't work for FedEx, because you actually are a talented writer, and I just want to see you write for something.
Oh, God, where do I start on Kevin? Kevin's like my son.
He's probably one of my best friends now.
He's like a serious journalist. He really wants to tackle the big story. He gets excited about a big story, and that's kind of rare sometimes among students.
Kevin, I just want to say thank you for dragging me into being the secretary. of the Society of Professional Journalists on my first meeting. Yeah, so thanks, Kevin.
I just have so many great memories of you, just wanting to help me and wanting to help other writers. And I was really inspired by you when I started writing for The Northerner. And I hope I can be half as good a writer as you are.
He goes for his dreams and pursues things, so I'm going to really miss that.
He's very friendly, and I think he actually knows my name. Like, he acknowledges me as a person, so that's cool. Kevin, you're the best. I don't talk to you, but you're the best.
I think like Kevin was a total train wreck, but I think it was like warranted with all the hard work that he's put into just everything that he's done. And honestly, I'm just gonna miss Kevin for who he is.
Train wreck though.
Yeah, oh my God. The number of times that I've seen him like flipping out, wanting to nearly die, thinking that the world was going to end, like drinking, planning on getting drunk, or like trying to solve his problems with alcohol is just insane. But you know, when you think back on all the stuff that he's done, it's kind of warranted. Like, he's done a lot.
Kevin and I's relationship has kind of changed over the years. I mean, I was always the teacher, but now I feel like it's to the point where Kevin's teaching me, because he gets out in the world and he's had a lot of experience and things like that. So yeah, I'm going to miss my teacher.
I hate everyone, and everyone in the office is super mean to me, and Ricky tries to set me on fire, and Nancy has tried to make me fired because no one will let me feed my fish. My fish has been dead for 3 months. I've become disillusioned. It's actually a goldfish cracker floating in a tank of water in my room.
Yeah, I almost thought about just putting a label on Michelle and going to auto-delete, but I never did that, unfortunately.